Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are talking about editing. So we're going to go through our opinion essays today and edit them. We're going to be following our editing checklist, which you will find in your packet. It looks like this, editing checklist. And this teaches us how to make our writing look better. You will recognize this from your informational writing piece. Up until this point, we have been working on making our stories sound good by revising. Starting today, we need to start making our stories look good by editing them. We're going to read this mentor text today. Students shouldn't have homework. And as I'm reading here, you're going to see words that are misspelled or maybe some grammar mistakes here and there. And then I'm going to show you how the author of this essay fixed their mistakes using the editing checklist. It says, students shouldn't have homework. Do you ever put in a hard day's work at school and get excited to finally go home? But just when you walk in the door to relax, you remember you have a ton of homework to do? Do you ever wonder if there's any connection between learning more from doing homework? After doing some research, I learned that Finland's teachers assign very little homework to their students, and Finland has some of the highest test scores in the world. This is just one reason that I strongly believe that students should not have nightly homework. First, and most importantly, I believe that students should not have homework because they work so hard in class each day. Let's face it, over the last 10 years, school has just gotten harder and harder. Students are working on reading, writing, and math from the time they walk into the classroom until they leave. The last thing they should have to do after all that hard work is go home and do even more schoolwork. When adults get off work each day, they get to go home and relax. They don't have to go home from a long workday and do more work at home. Kids should have that time after school to relax as well. Another reason students should not have homework is it takes away from time that should be spent with their family. Most kids get out of school well into the afternoon. They go home and complete about an hour or more of homework, and then it's dinner time. After dinner, it's time to shower and get ready for bed. When kids are away from their parents all day, they miss them and want to hang out with them after school. Having homework each night takes away from kids being able to have quality time with their parents and siblings. Finally, having homework each night can be unfair to students who may not have the same resources as other students. For example, if a student is struggling in a certain subject and can't do the homework on their own, it's not really fair for the student to have a homework assignment in that subject. Some students may have a parent or sibling at home to help them with their homework, but not all students have this resource or option. Other students may not have paper, pencils, or a computer at home to help them complete their homework assignments. Therefore, it's not really fair to assume or expect that all students have the same resources at home to successfully complete their homework. Surely, after the above reasons, you can see why students should not have homework each night. All right, so let's look at some of the places where there were mistakes in this mentor text. If you look at the first line here, it looks like we have a spelling mistake. Excited. They're spelling it E-X-S-I-T-E-D, but maybe they used a dictionary, maybe they just Googled it. I showed you how to use spell check, so in multiple ways, maybe they just started typing it in on their phone and got the correct spelling there. Remember, you also have your spelling, like your spelling dictionaries in your packets. So anytime you spell a word wrong and then you learned how to spell it right, you should be writing that down in your spelling dictionaries. Looks like we were missing punctuation here. So these are the things we're going to be doing today. We're checking our spelling. We're checking for punctuation. Every single sentence should start with a capital letter and end with a punctuation mark. Countries, so like proper nouns, in here it says Finland. Previously, Finland was a lowercase, and then when they edited it, they knew countries get capitalized. Okay, and commas after our transitions we talked about. You can see all of this editing here. So this is what you're doing today. This is going to be very personal based on what your essay looks like. And so you're going to have to go through. Maybe you can add, if someone's available at home, to go through with you. Or you can type it up in a Google Doc and send it to me, and I can help you with your spelling and punctuation and grammar stuff. Just let me know. But we're going to talk about this today. We're going to talk about editing today. Let me know if you have any questions or if you want me to look over yours.